Jerry Ann Anthony, and I'm the Director of the Mayor's Office of Homeless Services. I'd like to thank all of you for taking the time out of your busy schedules today to be here with us today. As many of you are aware, last year in January, we did our point-in-time count, and with a team of volunteers, staff members, city council members, the mayor scoured the streets of Baltimore and learned that we have approximately 2,500 men, women, and children who were experiencing an episode of homelessness at that time. It's on occasions such as today that we're reminded of the importance of us coming together to do our part, to help our community, to help our neighbors in need, to let them know that despite what they may be going through, we are here to help them through their journey, through their struggles, from homelessness to permanent housing. So today I'd like to thank Team Amazon for being here today. I'd like to thank Mayor Young for being here, our City Council, Mr. Robert Stokes, who also sits on our Continuum of Care, and our board chair. Welcome and thank you guys so much for being a part of this very important service project. With that, I'll turn it over to our board chair, Mr. Winston Phillip.
Thank you, Jerry Ann. Good morning, everyone. My name is Winston Phillip. I am the chair of the Journey Home Board. And just like to say that 2019 has turned out to be an amazing year for the Journey Home and Baltimore City's Continuum of Care. A few highlights are this generous donation from Team Amazon, a substantial grant to focus on youth homelessness in Baltimore City, our own Journey Home successful attempt at breaking the Guinness World Record back in October, and also an out-of-the-box plan and collaboration between our anchor hospitals and service providers to help provide access to hundreds of housing units, and other significant awards by Amazon to homeless service agencies here in the city. While we're grateful for all these amazing strides in the right direction, homelessness continues to be persistent in the face of these remarkable symbols. In addition to these generous gifts and grants, we must not forget that homelessness in Baltimore has a strong policy component. We need all strategies working together to end homelessness. With the team at the Mayor's Office of Homeless Services led by Jerry Ann Anthony and Mayor Young's commitment to supporting the Journey Home Action Plan and our incredible partners, including Amazon, to quote Councilman Stokes, Baltimore can be the first city to make homelessness rare, brief, and non-recurring. Thank you very much.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Shakina Bathsheba Hatchapat the Great. I am part of the Journey Home Lived Experience. I started 2 years ago. My journey started back in 1965. My family was scattered overseas in Egypt. We had to come to America because my life was in harm's way. So during my journey, I was homeless. I didn't have nowhere to go. I was in a foster care situation. So I thank God that this journey led me to the COC Lived Experience. The stage is set. The whole world is just a stage. The curtain goes up, and everyone is just merely playing the part. This journey is so awesome because the lived experience point people to the right direction. Amazing Amazon. The gifts, we need them. We need the Mayor Office of Human Services because without them, we have no hope. That's all we have. We've been stripped from everything. We've been stripped from our land. We've been stripped from who we are. So because of the Journey Home, we have an opportunity to give back. We have an opportunity to serve. We have an opportunity to lift someone else up off the ground, off the ashes. So I thank you for allowing me to speak today. And I'm just so excited that I'm a part of the Live Experience Journey Home. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. Thanks for coming out today. My name is Sean Jones. I'm actually an Amazonian at the local Baltimore facility here in Maryland. and I'm also a consultant, a business consultant. But for me, it's really important to give back to the community at large. And the ways that I do that personally, not only locally, but regionally and nationally, is by volunteering my time and energy to the Journey Home, the continuum of care here in Baltimore. I also chair the Lived Experience Advisory Committee to help be a voice to Journey Home, as well as the Mayor's Office of Homeless Services, who is our collaborative partner, to help them understand the true needs that the homeless community has. I also am blessed to be able to make an impact, because I think it's important to be an agent of change, make an impact nationally and regionally by being a member of the, excuse me, the Maryland Interagency Council on Homelessness, and I also sit on the a work group for the United States Interagency Council on Homelessness. So, as you can tell, it's really important for me to do what Winston was talking about earlier, our board chair, to make homelessness rare, brief, and ultimately non-reoccurring. It's really amazing to have Amazon support this journey, aka Journey Home, because this gift will help us make strides to accomplish our action plan. As Jerry Ann mentioned earlier, we have a very strategic action plan that we announced about 3 or 4 months ago, to focus on the area of improving the availability and increasing the stock of affordable housing, to transform the shelter system here in Baltimore City, to also improve and increase opportunities for employment and income, which Amazon has definitely helped me do that. And lastly, to also focus on, increasing and improving the crisis management system as it relates to homelessness. And with all that, also looking through all that through a lens of race equity. Again, it's my pleasure to be here today to speak on the behalf of Amazon as an employee that nominated the Journey Home for this gift. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you for your support. Have a good day.
Hi, I'm just back to introduce one of our board members and one of Baltimore City's fine Councilman Robert Stokes.
Thank you. First, I want to thank Amazon for their donation, but all the partners. I sit on the Continuum Care Board, also the Mayor's Office on Homeless Service with Jerry Ann, the board chair, especially Mayor Young, about partnerships. Partnerships mean a lot. This is a great partnership on how we address homelessness in Baltimore City. And my statement I always say is, one day in Baltimore, we're going to be the city that end homeless in Baltimore City. And just this partnership we just not have with Amazon, but all the partners that play a part in here, it will happen in Baltimore City. So thank you.
So I'll talk a little bit about our homeless action plan since Sean brought that up. As Sean spoke about earlier, in June of this year, our Baltimore City Continuum of Care introduced our homelessness action plan, which is basically our strategic plan to make homelessness rare, brief, and non-recurring in the city of Baltimore. It consists of 5 major strategies, and they include strategy 1, increasing our supply of affordable housing. So in order for us to help people get out of our shelters and in places not meant for habitation, we know that we have to increase the supply of affordable housing here in the city. Strategy 2, which is bringing an effective crisis response system to the city of Baltimore. So we need people to know when they are experiencing an episode of homelessness or about to experiencing an episode of homelessness, where they can go to get services and how they can access our shelters. Strategy 3 is transforming our emergency shelters. It's extremely important to us, for our homeless neighbors in need, to know that when they need assistance, there is some place for them to go where they will be met with care and kindness to help them along their journey to permanent housing. Strategy 4 was increasing economic opportunities and income for persons experiencing homelessness. So that means while people are in our shelters, helping them to work to obtain income and infusing workforce development into our homeless shelters, so that we're equipping homeless individuals as they are exiting out of our shelters. And last but not least, doing all of those other 4 strategies with a racial equity lens. So just recognizing the history here in the city of Baltimore, we need to be ensure that we have racially equitable policies that meet the needs of the persons we are serving. So we're super excited about our action plan and look forward to continuing to bring those strategies to the city. Now, without further ado, here's Mayor Young.
Thank you. Good morning to everyone. Okay, I want to recognize Councilman Stokes. Thank him for being here. I want to acknowledge, you already heard from Jerry and Anthony, the Director of Mayor's Office of Homeless Services, Winston Phillips, the Board Chair of Baltimore City Continuum of Care, Mr. Verdi, Director of Operations at Amazon, and we also are joined by some people who live experiences of homelessness that are here with us today. The City of Baltimore firmly believes that every one of our residents deserve a place to call home and deserve to be treated with dignity and respect. As Baltimore City continues to develop effective solution to homelessness, this generous donation for Amazon will help meet the basic need of 2,000 individuals who do not have a place to call home. We as a community are grateful for the smiles that you bring to many of our neighbors today. People experiencing homelessness deserve to be treated, again, with dignity and respect. This gift is a testament of that from Amazon. We'd like to acknowledge and thank each of the community partners that made this demonstration of our culture of care possible. First and foremost, thank you to the people in our community who use their personal experience to advocate for the policies and practices necessary to end homelessness. Thank you to the Continuum of Care, leadership, and volunteers who supported this event. And thank you again to Amazon for their support of our effort to prevent and end homelessness. This year, Baltimore City adopted a 3-year action plan on homelessness, a bold but realistic set of strategies to address homelessness in our communities and demonstrate that Baltimore City can and will prove that homelessness is solvable. The city, in partnership with the Continuum of Care, fully support this action plan. The plan focuses on action, results, and concrete steps that we can take over the next 3 years to measurably reduce homelessness. Our future success demands that each of us come together as one to work collectively. We will continue to work together to ensure that every member of our community is supported to regain housing stability. Thank you. Joanne?
Morning, sir. How are you? Great. Good to see you too. Morning, everyone. My name is Preet Verdi. I'm the Director of Operations for Amazon right here in Baltimore. Be more. Really, really happy. Thank you for joining us today. And thank you to our friends from the Journey Home for inviting us here today. I'm proud to represent over 7,000 associates in the state of Maryland who work at Amazon, more than 4,000 of them right here in Baltimore. So really, really proud of all of our associates. We are very proud to invest back and give back to the communities in which we operate, in which our associates live and work. Our associates are the backbone of our company. They are our heart and soul. Amazon, I'm sure you may have heard about us already. We deliver several 100,000 packages every single day, and we can't do it without the support of our associates. So on behalf of all of our associates, I'm really, really glad to be here today. And special thank you to Mr. Sean Jones, I believe. Oh, there you are. All right, thank you, sir. Sean Jones is associate at our Baltimore City Fulfillment Center and had a voice in working with the Journey Home today. I'm also very, very happy to share that our Amazon associates have packed over 2,000 boxes of smiles that contain essential items that will support children and families who are going through homelessness in Baltimore. This includes toys, gifts, items of personal care, and so on and so forth. I would now like to take a moment and invite, thank you for our friends from the Journey and Amazon volunteers to please come join us. Thank you. The Journey Home is a fantastic organization. They provide support to affordable housing, provide support for our access to medical care, providing and creating employment opportunities for other folks as well. So in short, the Journey Home is doing an amazing work for the city of Baltimore, and we would like to make a donation, thank you, on behalf of all of Amazon of about, yes, open it up. All right. This is to Journey Home. for $50,000 on behalf of all of us at Amazon.
Again, we want to thank Amazon for their continual help with us in the city of Baltimore, have always been partners, and we really appreciate it. To all associates, thank you so much for all that you do. Really appreciate it. And Merry Christmas to everyone.